5-star points for Falcon Pride. Winter sports tryouts galore. And weekends aren't the only time to sleep in. Live from the New Media Studio here at beautiful Valley High School, this is Falcon Flash. And good morning, students and staff. This is Friday, August 17th. And here is today's patriotic observance. We're looking back nearly 100 years ago when the 19th Amendment to the U.S. Constitution was ratified, giving women across the country the right to vote. On Election Day in 1920, millions of American women exercised their right to vote for the first time. It took activists and reformers nearly 100 years to win that right, and the campaign was not easy. Disagreements over strategy threatened to cripple the movement more than once. The 19th Amendment to the Constitution was finally ratified, enfranchising all American women and declaring for the first time that they, like men, deserve all the rights and responsibilities of citizenship. Here's a short video to help us better understand the struggle for voting rights in our own country.
Hi, my name's Yahuwah Williams. I'm a historian, and here's what you need to know in order to sound smart about women gaining the right to vote. From the time of the American Revolution through 1920, women fought to attain the same social, political, and economic status in the United States as men. In 1920, women in the United States won the right to vote by virtue of the passage of the 19th Amendment. But the struggle to attain that right was a long one, fraught with violence, political turmoil, and social upheaval. Many of the leaders of the women's suffragist movement actually got their start in the abolitionist movement and other social reform movements in the 1830s and the 1840s. The Civil War and Reconstruction proved to be a critical moment for women pushing for the right to vote in the United States. In the aftermath of the Civil War, Congress committed itself to ensuring the right to vote for African American men through the passage of the 15th Amendment. The 15th Amendment stated that the right to vote could not be abridged or denied based on race, color, or previous condition of servitude. It, however, said nothing about gender. By the turn of the century, more militant and radical voices were working their way into the fight for women's rights. Alice Paul, for instance, pushed for the adoption of an Equal Rights Amendment. One of the ways that Paul and her supporters sought to dramatize the issues associated with women's suffrage was to stage massive parades. One that they conducted on March 3rd, 1913, was done so to coincide with the inauguration of President Woodrow Wilson. The women hoped that this would dramatize the denial of a basic civil right to women. Authorities often brutally suppressed female suffragists who employed such tactics. Alice Paul was once placed in solitary confinement and beaten because of a picket she staged at the White House. The brutal treatment of female suffragists actually helped to strengthen public support for the movement. And in 1918, President Woodrow Wilson announced his own support for women winning the right to vote. The denial of more than half of the United States population to participate in the political process at one time was damning to American democracy. In 1920, that changed, and the 19th Amendment was a revolution in American politics. 1920 is a banner year and a milestone in American democracy for what it accomplished for women and what it represents for those who are marginalized in American society, even today.
All right, that just goes to show that social change is never really easy to do, but with persistence, anything can happen. All right, today is Falcon Friday. You can earn 5-star points by wearing any of your Valley attire representing a team, a club, an academy, a class, or simply Valley High School. Use your Pride points to get a free lanyard, a Valley shirt or beanie, an Amazon gift card. Points are also good to get discounts on the homecoming dance tickets when they go on sale in mid-September. So carry your ID card. All the administrators have these little scanner things, and we will scan your ID card if you're wearing Falcon wear today. Of course, Academy wear on Tuesdays, college retire wear on Wednesdays. We have lots of reasons to get it. I hear that yesterday some people were on time to class and they got scanned by Miss Tran. So fantastic. Keep doing what you're doing. All right, any girls interested in playing basketball for this upcoming season, please come out to the basketball tryouts today, August 17th at 3 p.m. on the Blacktop. All grade levels are welcome to try out, no experience necessary. We'll also have a final tryout in October for all the girls that are playing a sport in the fall. Head council will continue today, but a bit later than usual due to the number of students involved in putting on our assembly today. We're going to visit third period classes at about 11:30 for our head counts. Counselors are still fixing our class size issues. We encourage all students to check their area's portals every morning to see if you have a new class assignment. Freshmen, this is your day. You can see your counselors today after school if you are interested in investigating a schedule change. Come on by the counseling center. All right, students, the DSOs and administrators are going to begin collecting skateboards that are still being carried throughout the day instead of being safely stored in a hallway locker. Boards can be picked up at the end of the day in ASB, where you can also get a locker should you not have one yet. So if you have a skateboard with you, we'll just take that from you and just hand it over. Everything's cool, man. For all students, cafeteria does open for breakfast at 6:45 every day and will serve until the start of first period. At break, they offer a second chance breakfast for those who missed getting food before school starts. So if you picked up your breakfast in the morning, please enjoy your break from classes, but don't go back to the cafeteria for more food. We need to feed as many people as we can during a very short time. So please don't get in line if you've already had breakfast. Hey, Falcon staff and students, come alive and join the Bible Club. First meeting is this Tuesday, coming up on the 21st in room 10-1 during lunch. Get inspired to make new friends, and yummy lunch will be provided. We would also like to invite you and your friends to the Harvest Festival this weekend, so please see Ms. Cardenas for more information in 10-1. Stay connected. Coming up next week, on Tuesday and Wednesday next week, we're going to have late start days for most of our students. School will start at 9:25 each day, so get your breakfast before school starts because there's no break on those days. The late start will allow us to hold our annual freshman interviews so we can get to know our newest Falcons. Freshmen, you will receive an appointment time by Monday and a list of questions you may be asked during the short interview. Your link leader will be part of your interview panel to help you feel more comfortable. Following the interviews, we will have block schedule so our freshmen, sophomores, and juniors can take the initial MAP assessment for the new year in both reading and math. To finish off this preview of next week, remember that back to school night is on Thursday, and we'd love to see all of your families here to get a good look at the quality programs and teachers that Valley has to offer you, the most important people on our campus. Then on Friday, we have another modified day and a home football game that evening. So be here for that. All right, my apologies, folks. Yesterday, we reread a volleyball announcement from the day before. So now I'm going to read you the announcement about the game from the day before yesterday. Does that all make sense? Anyway, here goes. Congratulations go out once again to the varsity girls volleyball team for another impressive victory last night. Wednesday night. Following their 5-set victory versus Oxford Academy on Tuesday night, the Falcons played another 5-set match and came out victorious, this time against Los Amigos. The team was led by defensive prowess of Kenya Velasquez, who had 20 digs on the night, and by the strong serving of Samantha Meza and Stephanie Talon. Great start to the season, ladies. And now up-to-date stuff here. Today in sports, varsity football travels to Linwood High School tonight to take on Firebaugh High. Kickoff is at 7. If you can't make it to Linwood High to support the team tonight, we do hope to see you next Friday when we play our first game of the new year in our very own Falcon Stadium. Anyone interested in joining the boys soccer team? Tryouts continue today after school on the stadium field after school at 3. Attention, all girls interested in playing soccer this upcoming season. Tryouts are taking place on Wednesday, the 22nd at 3 o'clock out in the stadium. If you have any questions regarding the girls soccer team, you can talk to Coach Martinez in room 112. We look forward to seeing many of you out there. And that's it for today's Falcon Flash. So remember, Falcon Fever, catch it!